Good day everyone. So my name is GB Hangad and my task is to discuss to you about my topic entitled Flexible Learning Environment. So before I proceed my discussion or further discuss my content or my topic, let me first ask to you for your opinion, what is flexible learning environment? Am I here someone? Okay, thank you so much guys. So for further instruction or further discussion about my topic, let's proceed to my topic. Okay, let's go. So flexible learning environment, or shall we say an online education. Okay, so this would be a technological tool that is using in our teaching method, or just like right now nowadays is we are bombarded for any problems, challenge, issue. Okay, so just like right now we are experiencing COVID-19 or a pandemic area. So this tool is really very appreciated in the moment of teaching. So let's proceed guys. So, distance learning is a form of learning without a face-to-face contact with a teacher and delivered via telecommunication. Okay, so from the word distance, so even though we are in our houses, yeah, so we can proceed always, or we can proceed our an online education. It would be an online education. So we can proceed um, through using technological, through using Google Classroom, through using Google Meet, we can proceed our study. Okay. So distance learning is in the past we are all using mails. Have you ever experienced guys na dati nagsusulat lang tayo and then we are sending it through mails. Yeah, murag physically bitaw, but right now we can also through using mails, but Gmails or Google Mails are innovating the past, and right now we are using it but in innovation, so via telecommunication and teaching. So with the advent of newer technology guys, so distance learning delivered via computer, this is called online learning or e-learning. So this made the classroom borderless and learning boundless. So in this online education or through internet that is possessed by the technology, we are now borderless, guys. We are now borderless. It means that even though we are having at work, we can continue our education in distance learning. Okay, so let's proceed. So online distance education or communities of learners, and then you know what guys, have you ever experienced learning nowadays is viewed very differently? Yeah, it's because even in a classroom we are using technology guys. Kasi even in a small sending right now, kasi hindi lahat ng mga bata pa nga marunong na mag-cellphone. Guys, and present generation of learners has access to information at their fingertips. So parang lahat ng mga education learning ngayon nasa nakasasalalay yung learner nila sa fingertips nila. Basta marunong ka lang mag-click, click, click, or any website, scrolling through using your fingertips. So you can learn basta lamang you are now literate in using technology. So you are prohibited in using technology in your own desire. So it should be learning or technology, gagamitin natin to in our fingertips by positive motive. Kasi sometimes may mga tao talaga na hindi natin to ginagamit in a proper way. So the teacher is no longer seen physically the dispenser of knowledge, but rather as one who expertly directs learners to take their own track in searching for answer to question raised inside the classroom. O sige, basically guys, ang yung teacher is they are given question or examination through sending you an email or a form or a soft copy, and the student directly answer, just open their Gmail or an email. So sometimes there are cases talaga, hindi talaga maiiwasan guys, kasi online education nga. So the teacher is they are just given a question and the student, yung estudyante is nagsi-search na lang, or sometimes they are now viewing YouTube in order to gain knowledge about that certain topic. Kasi marami talaga na hindi talaga natin malalaman, or just reading it, we are not, may mga iba talaga na hindi magaling sa, yung learning nila hindi mag-circulate just reading. Just reading the text. Ang yung iba is, yan, talagang i-discuss talaga through teacher or pwede a video. Kaya nga yung iba nag-search sa video sa YouTube in order them, especially mga math or yan, mga formula or mga math problem. So we need a teacher to discuss. Sometimes they are using YouTube to discuss in a specific problem. So yung iba naman, unlike like mga sa English, so sometimes nagre-raise sila ng search through Google para ma-identify nila or meron silang idea. Idea nga talaga yung kinukuha ba, or something you are now paraphrasing or copy-pasting your answer. Yeah, so but guys, noted, you are not hindi ka talaga magli-learn if you are not just copy-paste in the Google. So you must first read and understand and paraphrasing if you are going to copy that answer. Yeah, unit i-paraphrase lang po. Okay? Okay, next po. So, every chance is recurrent becomes a learning space. It is a learning takes place anywhere, and this adds the concept of flexibility in the learning environment. With the technology, students can passively continue to join class session even they are not physically around. So, what have I said earlier ago, guys, that even though the student is at work, he or she can proceed. So we need first, in technology, we need to have value in every learning space. Kasi maggamit natin yan, yun yung mga parang meron kang curiosity in everything, especially in education or related to your education or in academics. You need to curious about something in order for you na may ma-learn ka talaga. Hindi lahat na nakukuha mo lang sa copy or just asking to your friends. So you must to motivate yourself na mag-engage talaga ng learning, ng e-learning by your own. Yeah, even though you are now at work, so you can also join the class session in your teaching. So the learning space becomes a virtual or mediated. The library is not only a physical structure where you can read published books, but has also become a virtual. So in the past, when we say library, yeah, we can say books, we can read books or any newspapers, magazine, but nowadays in our virtual, we cannot proceed to our class or in our school to read books. So we can handle it through online education. We can search it in Google or entering a website, finding something that is related you are finding for. Okay, next po tayo. Online distance learning, as further discussed for it, is not a new concept for us. Yeah, some schools, hindi sa new concept because some schools are now applying for this, but for those higher institution. So for just a country, Southeast Asian Ministry of Education, Innovation, Educational Technology, or CMEO or CMU, Tech. So these schools are provide mode of learning. It allows flexibility of learning in a certain extent. So these schools, have you ever sensed in my PowerPoint that our schools are utilizing an online distance learning or online education. So they are now parang expert na sila, guys, in handling that way. But here in our university, we are now for the first place we are battling kasi hindi natin alam kung anong gagawin natin. Yeah, we are not capable in handling a class for online kasi wala tayong idea. Unlike them, they are expert for that kind of education. But us, we need to have deeper seminars, learning, YouTube, searching for just for us to literate about teaching online, teaching this online distance learning. So let's proceed, guys. So the different platforms of for we have different platforms. These are the platform, guys, na pwede natin magamit on online teaching in having proceeding the online education. So we are this kind of tools or platform that is utilized to connect us as one. So what I have said earlier ago, that bisan asa man ta or anywhere in our house, so we are able to connect through this kind of platform. So flexible platform, just like Moodle. Have you experienced Moodle? For us here is not hindi siya masyado familiar. Hindi pa ako nakagamit diyan, guys. Pero but in the second one, Google Classroom, murag parang semi-rampant siya, guys. And in Moodle, Ma'am Martinez, while she is in travel, ginamit natin Moodle for sharing his class and PPT para kami ay maka-follow or makapag-continue sa aming class, guys. So, yung Google Classroom, ito ang para siyang common or the best siya para sa pag-online class. And Schoology, etc. There are a lot of platforms that in being utilized in this for having an online education. So these are free program designed or educational purposes. It has a feature that are patterned after education instructional activities of a teacher in a physical classroom. So, ang design talaga ng platform nito, guys, is para talagang nasa physical classroom ka. Parang this platform ay giving up for a one reason na para mag-unite kayo, or a platform that is uniting everyone even though in a far-flung area. Pero mark the main problem of this, guys, if may mga may mga failure talaga dito, guys, if ever kung mahina talaga yung signal natin. These are the huge problem na ma-encounter ng ganitong online education. This platform, guys, we can proceed a lesson, post question for discussion, and hold an online chat discussion giving an assessment activities and provide references or links to other online materials. So this kind of platform, para siyang talagang detailed while we are using this kind of platform na parang nasa classroom lang talaga. We are enjoying activity, we are giving up oral recitation, because of this kind of platform. So guys, let's proceed. So first platform that I have discussed to you is the Moodle. Hindi ako familiar nito, pero in this definition, ginawa ito ni Martin Dougyamas, founder of CEO of Moodle, stands for Modular Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment, which is open source software. It is a learning management system. That support teaching and learning. So, yung Moodle, guys, semi-explore ko lang po is, para siyang Google Classroom rin. You can post a session, a discussion, or a work activity that is proceed. So, Google Classroom and Moodle. Google Classroom is free service for teacher and student. It is an LMS or a learning material system platform that is accessible Google account. So, yung Google Classroom, guys, the basic requirement for this is you have first a Google account para makapag-proceed ka sa lahat ng mga ginagawa mo through Google. Kasi yung Google ang pinakamalaking hawak sa internet. Marami siyang mga, collaborative apps or mga connection na apps na through Google account, you can sign up or sign in that kind of app. So you can create a perform rules and function as a facilitator of learning. So in the Google Classroom, guys, as a teacher, you are also controlling or you can posting your discussion or a PPT and makapaglagay ka ng due date, okay? For example, ngayon maglalagay ako mag-post ako ng activity. And then next Wednesday or next day or exact date, mag-notify siya pag nag-due date na yan. So automatic sa lahat nag-sign in sa Google Classroom ng mga student mo, mag-puff off o mag-notify yan sa lahat ng mga Google Classroom nila na that they are needed, hindi mahuli sa kanilang klase or ma-submit lahat ng mga activity is he or she need to pass it before on time para hindi ma-done in late. Oh, hey. Na-experience ko yan guys during this inline education. Parang nakabisado ko na yung Google Classroom guys. So next, sa Edmodo tayo. So compared to Edmodo and despite of its commonalities. So yung Edmodo at saka Google Classroom guys, may para siyang may commonalities, para masyang may pagka-similarity sila guys. So there are apparently differences, but with technology, things evolve in a so short of time. What is clear is that they were created an apps that can integrate well certain classroom activities. Have you ever observed guys nga through technology innovation, the Google Classroom and Edmodo, they are also innovating their kind of Schoology and MOOCs. So, Schoology is another LMS found in 2019 by Jeremy Friedman. So in this online distance, so the Schoology education it's also a learning platform na pwede po para siyang may similarities din sa iba, sa Google Classroom, sa Moodle, sa Edmodo. So may similarities lang siya. And then also the MOOCs. And Educos is not a non-profit association with the mission is to advance higher education through the use of information technology. Okay, sa Educos guys, I'm not hindi ko pa na-use tong app na to, pero na mas focus rin nito is mas focus siya sa ICT or for the information technology talaga guys. Yung ang pinaka-focus nito guys is you can also create on conferences, career, or para siyang may mga initiatives din na para mapakapaglagay ng activities dyan sa Educos. Okay, next one. Synchronous and asynchronous. So let us first determine what is the differentiate with synchronous and asynchronous. So asynchronous, it's an online chat at real time that is synchronous session. So course participants meet in a virtual classroom and discuss the topic in the lesson. So wherever they are situated in the world, they are agree and schedule session and log in to join the live class. Okay, so when we say synchronous session it is in real time, or this is during, for example, may Google Meet kayo. And while the teacher is discussing his topic or her topic, and then the students are listening while listening in the video or through conversation, through via telecommunication. So that is called synchronous. Ongoing yung class nyo. On real time talaga while discussing a teacher. But ang asynchronous is a session when a question or task are posted and course participants answer the question. Or to sum it up guys, an asynchronous is just like a teacher is giving up an activity or posting a file that is need a student to comply everything that is posting on that kind of platform. So para siyang hindi siya real time kasi nagpo-post lang yung teacher ng mga activity that is complied by a student. So, an advantage is that you can take your time when replying. Okay, so in both synchronous and asynchronous, yung synchronous kasi, when a teacher is asking to you about a certain topic or your opinion, is must on that time you are just responding, or directly you are must to reply his or her ask or question. Unlike sa asynchronous talaga guys, the time na nag-post yung teacher ng activity or a question, pwedeng mamaya mo na yan answeran next day. Dapat lang talaga na before on time, before due time ni mo siya masubmit. Kasi pag after due time or after due time, it is marked as done late. Okay. So blended learning. So, have you ever experienced na nag-module kayo at tsaka module? Kasi, pagkakalam ko, before I discuss the blended learning, so my own opinion about the blended learning, have I experienced before the the starting of online education, pinapili kami kasi na kung anong papipiliin namin, blended, or online or modular. So, for me, pinili ko is, kasi hindi pa fix yon, blended talaga. Kasi may mga chances talaga na mas madali mag-answer ng may module or something instructional or teaching talaga na face to face. So, unlike sa online kasi parang mahirap. So, kasi yon. So, when we say blended learning is online or a face-to-face learning is it's blended. Okay? Para siyang nag-merge. Yeah. So this is another way of handling a flexible learning is combining modalities of instructional delivery. So when we say blended learning, it's a combination of learning activities wherein a part of the lesson is delivered online while the other part handle an actual physical setting classroom. So as I have earlier ago na yung blended learning is some session is instructed by a teacher through face to face and the other one is through online. So you are meeting on that kind of class through online lang po. So blended online at saka face to face. So pinagsama yan. So, kaya tinawag siya na blended learning. Alright, let's proceed. So, that is the last slide. The kinds of blended learning. So, we have 5. Face-to-face driver, rotation, Model 3 flex, online lab, self-blended, and online driver. So, face-to-face driver, a trainer drives the instruction and digital tools. So the face-to-face driver is we are utilizing digital tools na ginagamit through it could be a TV or television and we are watching or presenting talaga na yung teacher nagdi-discuss through PowerPoint presentation. It's either blah blah blah. So rotation, guys, yung rotation is an employee cycles through a schedule of independent online studies and face-to-face classroom time. So, yung rotation, guys, is para siyang semi-employees yung dating but independent online study and face-to-face. Para siyang rotation talaga from online, parang rotation yung ginagawa mo na. Okay. So, flex learning. So, most of the curriculum is delivered digital and trainers are available to support. So, most of the curriculum is delivered through digital. So, guys, in this kind of technological or online education, we are motivated of having a tool or a digital tool na magagamit natin through our online class. Pero may mga iba talaga dyan na hindi makapag-provide na cellphone. So they are using through the internet cafe para makapag-online lang, guys. So yung flex is we are using, guys, cellphone or maybe a laptop to proceed on our online education. So online lab, all curriculum is delivered digital but in a consistent controlled physical location. So even though na online class or online education po pero meron tayong online lab that is focuses na doon talaga tayo magmi-meet up or parang something bitaw doon ang parang for example sa houses niyo, may meeting place talaga na where you can find comfort or flexible na walang siyang noise para mas maganda yung the last one, the online driver. Alright. So, the online driver employees complete an entire course purely through an online platform with possible check-in. Okay. So, yeah, the employee or something, a learner is complete an entire course purely through an online platform. So, dito na ang pinaka last lap na parang yung learning talaga guys na accommodate or na comply niya lahat ng mga posted materials and files and instruction dun sa mga platform na binigay ng teacher. So that would be all a flexible learning environment. I hope you learned and you gain about my topic, the flexible learning, and please share the info that you have on my class, and then para yung iba talaga pag maka-learn rin ng how they are going use of technological tools in online education. So thanks po and God bless.